Modern Mahjong's here with Tuesday's Daily Talk of the Tiles for June 3rd, 2025. If someone sent this to you, you could go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to get all of our videos and be notified when new videos are uploaded. Today's tile topic is a little different than usual. We're talking about materials in vintage and modern sets. Have you heard someone say, "I have a vintage set of ivory tiles"? Many players believe their vintage set handed down by a friend or relative is ivory. Usually, it's bone or bamboo, or sometimes bakelite or catalin. If you appreciate the beauty of vintage sets, we highly recommend you watching replays of our virtual vintage series. This is on our YouTube channel as well. Thank you to all of the collectors that opened up their collections to share a sneak peek of the tiles and the history and photos of just these amazing sets. There's many materials for Mahjong tiles, and often they're confused, or sometimes the names of some of the materials might be misleading. So we're going to go through today and in future talks, going over different materials and seeing if you could guess what they are. Get ready to fall in love with the beauty of some of these vintage and modern sets. So here we have a highly carved set. The detail is stunning. Is this ivory or bone and bamboo? And if these images are too small on your phone, you can send us an email at modernmahjong@gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook group and we'll have larger photos. This is bone and bamboo. The pieces are dovetailed together, and they're often mistaken for ivory. Ivory, on the other hand, is smooth and has cross hatchings. Bone has small channels in it from the Haversian system, and as you could see if you could enlarge these photos. One factor of value of bone and bamboo is the ratio of bone to bamboo. The thicker the bone, the higher the value. Here we have a photo of smooth, off-white, elegantly carved tiles. What material are these? These are actually ivory. You could see Schrager lines from elephant ivory. The lines are also known as cross-hatching or stacked chevron, but buyer beware. Many sellers claim tiles that they are selling are ivory when they're not. And also, there's many restrictions on the sale of ivory. It's not legal in many jurisdictions, and a lot of times it can't cross state line. These are two examples of the same material that has somewhat of a misleading name. Do you notice that if you enlarge the images, there's fine lines, but they don't intersect? This is French ivory, but don't be fooled by the name. It's not ivory, but a synthetic plastic. Tony Watson explains, French ivory was patented in 1883. It was improved upon in 1884, and they proposed sandwiching thin layers of slightly different colored xylonite in a manner imitating Schrager lines, which are from elephant ivory. Do you know the nickname to these tiles? So this is tiles that the front is one material and the back is a clear translucent material. The clue for the nickname is peanut butter and blank. Jelly. Here's another example of French ivory, and this type of French ivory is known as jellyback. These are highly coveted by collectors, and they were two-tone tiles made by peroxaloid in the early to mid-1920s. The top is French ivory, the bottom is a translucent orange casein, and jellyback tiles come in many different colors. Here's a bonus French ivory set. This tiny thin tiles are a Craftmaster travel set. They're a tiny two-tone set of hard celluloid French ivory travel tiles manufactured by Craftmaster Corporation. The top are the thin French ivory, and the backs are a shiny black. We hope that you enjoyed seeing these few sets, and will continue with other beautiful sets and materials in future daily tile talks. Today's hand of the day is in the any like number section. The first hand, which is a pair of flowers, a Kong, a single dragon, a Kong, a single dragon, and then a pair. And this is in any three suits. This is a really flexible hand. We often use the term same rather than like when we're describing this to new players, so they can recognize that the entire hand needs to be the same number. Otherwise, sometimes new players think that each grouping just needs to be like. This hand has a lot of great backup options, And this is an example from how we help you learn the card on both our Zoom and our PDF. You could see the tiles that are underlined, and those are overlapping with this hand. So there are 12 overlapping with quint number 3, 11 with 2025 number 1, 11 with the other two any like numbers hands, and 10 with hands in sections that aren't any like numbers. So that's a great exercise. You could look through the card and see if you could find those other 4 hands. We invite you to register for our upcoming Zoom to learn the card and plan to pivot. It's on June 5th and registration's ending soon. Our PDF is 95 pages long. You could save, print, whatever you prefer. It's available on modernmahjong.com, and we hope that you'll check it out. If you're going to be in New York on June 17th, we're hosting a fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association. We hope you'll join us. You could register at modernmahjong.com. $60 includes wine, cheese, fruit, dessert reception, and social games for fun and prizes. Connect with your Mahjong community at the Honors Bridge Club. Also at the Honor Bridge Club, we're having a Canasta convention October 11th and 12th in New York City. This is going to be a fabulous weekend of both social play on Saturday and strategy session and tournament play on Sunday. Details on bit.ly/CanastaCon25. We hope that you enjoy this information. We know this was a little different than usual. If you aren't following us, what are you missing out on? Tag your friends so they don't miss out too. We're Modern Mahjong on Facebook and Instagram. We're Mahjong community as well. And we have our YouTube channel. If you don't get emails from us, go to modernmahjong.com and subscribe so you can get our email newsletters. With that, we hope you have a great day and a great game.